Hey everybody, Max Kevin here's a little UFC podcast. UFC 300, holy guacamole, dude. It lived up to the hype. 7 hours. I've been up for 7 hours watching. I set my alarm for 7 a.m. this morning. So I could watch the UFC for 7 hours. Holy guacamole, I can't believe it was this long. I guess 2 hours. It probably should have been 6 hours, but there was a lot of decisions. So it went 7 hours. 7 hours of fights. It's all over now. It's in the past. It's all behind me. Okay, so let's go from the top to the bottom. Alex Pereira, Jamal Hill. That's got to be the funniest knockout I've ever seen. Jamal Hill kicks him in the balls there, and Herb Dean goes to pause the fight, because he just got kicked in the nuts. Alex Pereira just puts his hand, Herb Dean's fist there. He's like, nope, I'm going to knock this dude out right now. Nobody kicks me in the nuts. 2 seconds later, just goes, bam, just knocks out Jamal Hill. That punch he landed didn't even land clean. It was kind of like a combination uppercut hook, coming at that diagonal angle. He only hit him with his ring finger and pinky finger side of his fist there. He hit him with half a fist. Holy shit, dude. That was pretty funny. It kind of sucks for Jamal Hill. That's got to be tough for him, Breaking his Achilles heel, getting in fights with his brother Thanksgiving. Now he gets knocked out by half a punch in the first round after kicking him in the balls. Anyway, okay, then we had Zhang versus Yan Xiaolian, the Chinese girl fight, dude. Of course, that fight definitely should have been stopped in the first round there. It was okay. So Zhang Weili, he had her in the rear naked choke there, and then, I think the rule is if the bell, after the bell goes off, if the fighter's unconscious at the bell, then it's over. Then it should be called there, and she was clearly out for 2 seconds, She came back and she was able to kind of stand up a little bit. But I feel like the fight definitely should have been called right there, because she was unconscious when the bell. The second round there, she was getting her head beat in. And she did kind of come back there a little bit. She won a round, but that fight probably should have been called in the first there and called in the second there. Maybe save these women some damage. Then, of course, we had Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway. Holy shit, dude. That's got to be the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm trying to think of cooler. There's nothing cooler. When I'm thinking about cool moments, holy shit moments, I'm thinking about Kamaru Usman getting head kick knocked out by Leon Edwards, 5th round there, I'm thinking about Adesanya versus Pereira, and Adesanya's up against the fence. It looks like he's about to lose, and then the first fight. Actually, both those fights, now that I think about it, both Pereira was going to lose, and then he just knocks out Izzy in the 5th round, and it looks like Pereira's teeing up on Izzy, and Izzy just knocks him out. Both those were kind of similar holy shit moments there. I'm trying to think of some other holy shit moments. Yeah, maybe Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor there, where he just knocks Conor McGregor the fuck out. Yeah, I remember watching that. That was another thing, and I was like, holy shit, Dustin Poirier, holy shit. Yeah, that was another one. But yeah, this one, holy shit, dude. Max Holloway, he's winning the fight. Last 10 seconds there. He does this classic, let's throw down. He did this once before. Who was it? I forget who was with. It was a while ago. He did it once before, It's final 10 seconds. You're going to go final 10 seconds? You're just going to go throw down with Justin Gaethje, dude? I don't know about that, dude. That's not a very smart thing to do. But it's fucking badass. And they're both just throwing down. Last 10 seconds. Max Holloway just lands a bomb, knocks out Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway's not exactly known for his knockout power either, He knocks out Justin Gaethje. Of course, Justin Gaethje couldn't close his mouth there because, yeah, man. Of course, Justin Gaethje was doing a lot of leg kicks as I thought he would that fight. But of course he didn't. Even though he was losing, he didn't wrestle, which I don't know. I mean, that probably would have been the smart thing to do if he actually wanted to win the fight, is like start wrestling. You know, because he's a really good wrestler, you know. But you know, I guess, you know, he wanted to be a badass motherfucker, dude. It's the BMF belt. Gotta be a badass. No wrestling. Wrestling's for pussies. Are you listening to me, Aljamain Sterling? Wrestling's for pussies. I'm a badass. You're never gonna fight for the BMF belt. All you do is wrestle. All you do is fight smart. You can't be a badass if you fight smart. You gotta fight dumb. That's what the fans want to see. But yeah, anyway, you know, actually, you know, I mean, Max was looking good there. And then at the end of the first round, he does that spinning kick, you know, and that's meant to be like a body kick, but like as luck would have it, Justin Gaethje's like bending down. I guess he felt like he probably thought it was going to be like a spinning back fist, so he bends down and the heel, Max Holloway's heel, hits him right there in the noggin, in the nose there, breaks his nose. So then Justin Gaethje had to fight the whole rest of that fight with a broken nose. I think that probably, I wonder how differently that fight would have gone if Justin Gaethje was able to breathe, you know. And plus he can't close his, you know, because like, I don't know if you guys know this, but your punching strength is correlated to jaw size. Did you guys know this? Yeah, it's one of those like apparently your ability to clench your jaw directly influences your punching strength, you know? Which you know, I guess that's why like evolutionary wise, like guys with big jaws are like meant to be attractive or whatever, you know, or it's a masculine trait to have big jaws, because that it means you can punch hard. Because you gotta clench your jaw there, you know, when you're punching. I don't know exactly the mechanism, like what it does or what lines up your muscles or whatever, but yeah, if you can't close your jaw, if you don't close your jaw while you're you know, you punch much weaker, you know, and also, I guess it also affects your ability to be knocked out too, because if your jaw is loose, you know, you can be knocked out much easier. So who knows if he would have even been knocked out in that fifth round there if he was able to close his jaw there and breathe, you know, out of his nose. So I wonder if that fight would have gone differently, if just not for the dumb luck of the dumb bad luck of bending down there and getting that heel right in his nose there. But holy shit, Max Holloway, man, that's one of the baddest motherfucking things. Max Holloway's got so many badass moments, you know. He's got the I'm the best boxer in the UFC when he was fighting Calvin Kattar, walking backwards, yelling at the announcers, I'm the best boxer in the UFC, while he's punching Calvin Kattar. That was one of the funniest things. But yeah, man, this got to be one of, I don't know, dude. Like, what could be better than this moment? I'm trying to think. It's got to be the most badass moment in all of the UFC, man. Just being recklessly dangerous in the last 10 seconds of a fight that you're going to win, that you're already going to win. It's just like, all right, let's throw it on. I'm from Hawaii. That's what we do in Hawaii. We throw it on. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully he's gonna fight Ilia Topuria. I think that's gonna be a great fight. That'll be a great fight. Then of course we had Charles Oliveira versus Armin Tsarukyan. Yeah, this one too, man. I mean, Tsarukyan won the decision. I guess he did win the fight overall, I guess, you know. If we're not using, you know, if we're just using, like, if we judge the fight overall, I think he did win. Of course, he did win on rounds too, you know, but of course, like, the end of the second round there, Charles Oliveira gets him in a triangle with his legs, and he would have been, if there was like 10 more seconds, he would have been out. He would have been screwed, so he would have lost the fight if that second round just had 10 more seconds. I mean, he was in that triangle, man. His head was in between Charles Oliveira's legs. He had it. He had that triangle. They got saved by the bell there. And then the same thing, end of the third round there. I mean, that one, I guess it wasn't choking him, but there's no way he was escaping. I don't think he could have escaped that. So yeah, Charles Oliveira almost had a finish in the second round. He almost had a finish in the third round too, but both rounds Tsarukyan got saved by the bell there, you know. So, you know, some people decided that Charles Oliveira should. I mean, he kind of lost the rest of the round, even though he almost submitted him. But yeah, I guess you know, that should have been a 5-round fight. Everyone's saying, I agree. It should have been a 5-round fight. Then of course we had Bo Nickal versus Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage gave everyone a spark of hope there when he took Bo Nickal down. Yeah, he wrestled Bo Nickal there for a second there, and everyone's like, "Holy God, holy shit, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?" But he didn't do it. He didn't do it. So I kind of went as everyone thought. Then of course, Procházka versus Alexander Rakić. Yeah, man, Rakić was fighting smart, dude. He was doing those leg kicks. He was destroying Procházka's leg. You know, his boxing looked crisp too, but yeah, he just got caught, man. He just got caught with the punch, and then he's like, I don't feel so good. Procházka hit me with a big one, you know. That was a great fight too. Procházka, oh, he's such a fun fighter to watch, man. He's so fun, even when he's getting leg kicked. Yeah, Rakić, I feel like, yeah, man. I mean, he was looking good there. He just, just got hit. And, that's what happens. That's what happens, Larry. Sometimes you get hit. Sometimes you hit them. And that time he got hit. He got knocked out. Yeah, now I guess Procházka is gonna fight Alex Pereira again. You know. Man, the Dagestani Abe Lincoln, that guy's got to be pissed off, huh? Magomed Ankalaev, he's not fighting for the belt. Yeah, like he fought for the belt against Polish Power, and then it was a draw, so nobody won the belt. And then like, yeah, he should have won that fight, but the judges made it a draw, so he didn't get the belt. And that was like 3 fights ago, and now he's not even. Even though he should have been champion, he's not even in the. No one's even talking about him fighting for the belt again. I guess I don't know. Maybe they'll have him fight Jamal Hill again, or they'll have him fight Jamal Hill for the #1 contender fight. I mean, even though he should technically be champion. He hasn't lost. I mean, he won 2 more fights after that. I mean, his last fight he knocked out Johnny Walker, so he should be fighting for the belt, but he's probably not gonna be. Because everyone likes GD Procházka more. But, yeah. Then we got Calvin Kattar, Aljamain Sterling. Of course, this one, many people were saying was boring. Because Aljamain Sterling just wrestled the whole time. But, I don't know. I thought it was... I mean, I guess well, it is kind of boring. But it's also, at the same time, he just totally dominated. It's like a complete one-sided domination. But it's kind of a boring domination. Complete one-sided, boring domination, you know. Of course, he did try to give him the old Undertaker tombstone there. That was a cool moment in the fight there, you know. Trying to win some fans over, but I guess, the fans are fickle. Fans don't like wrestling. It kind of doesn't make any sense that, like, kickboxing isn't more popular. Because, like, every UFC fan, they hate wrestling. They just want all the fighters to do kickboxing. It's like, well, why isn't kickboxing a more popular sport then? Shouldn't kickboxing be more popular than UFC? If that's all people want to see, They don't want to see any wrestling. I don't want to see people play grab ass, alright? I want to see dudes punching, kicking each other in the head, but I don't want to watch kickboxing. I want to watch dudes punch and kick each other in the head with the possibility of wrestling, but they choose not to wrestle, and they choose just to throw down like Justin Gaethje. That's what I want to see. I want them to it's not exciting unless they're allowed to make the choice not to wrestle. That's what makes me like you. I don't know. Doesn't really make any sense. Doesn't really make any sense. Then, of course, Kayla Harrison versus Holly Holm. Holy shit, dude. Kayla Harrison's fucking huge, dude. She looked like she had like 30 pounds on Holly Holm. That chick's on that shit that makes her head grow. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Holly Holm's way too old. And, of course, Diego Lopes. I'm fully hype train. I'm fully on board. Dream, believe, make it happen. I'm fully on board the hype train. Man, featherweight's got... Yeah, it's got Diego Lopes there. It's got Movsar. It's got Max Holloway. Volkanovski's still in the picture too, man. Featherweight and bantamweight both are just stacked with so many dudes, so many talented dudes. Yeah, Diego Lopes, man. That guy's going places. Yeah, that was great. He called out Movsar Evloev. The guy that he lost to on 5 days' notice, man, I wonder if he has a full camp. Diego Lopes just looks so hot, man. He's got everything. Everything's good. His jiu-jitsu is good. Wrestling is good. He's got the full picture, dude. Diego Lopes, hot up-and-coming commodity, dude. He's a hot up-and-coming commodity. Early prelims. Yeah, okay. Early prelims, Jalen Turner versus Renato Moicano. Moicano. Jalen Turner knocks down Moicano, and he was out for like a second there, you know, but he just like walks off. He doesn't follow it up, and Moicano like comes back from the sleep from the what do they call that? The slumberland, the shadow realm. He comes back from the shadow realm, stamps back up, you know, so the ref doesn't stop it. I mean, Jalen Turner, all he had to do was like follow up with a couple hammer fists. The ref would have stopped the fight, you know, but he didn't. He tried to make it look cool. He walked off. That second round, Moicano just overwhelms him and gets the TKOs. Oh, that's got to be so depressing, man. He's probably still thinking about this right now as I record this podcast. He's probably just thinking, God damn it, why didn't I just give a couple hammer fists? Oh God, I could have got the 300K. I would have got the win, but instead I try to make it look cool. Oopsie poopsies. That was a mistake. Oopsie poopsies. Yeah, of course, Jessica Andrade versus Marina guys. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting fight. That was a good fight. Of course, yeah. Nothing really I can say about that. Bobby Green versus Jim Miller. Holy shit, Bobby Green was just teeing off on Jim Miller there, man. Oh God, he was just destroying the second round. He just starts destroying his face there. Yeah. Yeah, Bobby Green he's always a fun fighter to watch, you know. Even though he'll probably never be champion, I always enjoy. He's always fun. He's always entertaining, you know. Always keeps his hands down, you know, like Anderson Silva, you know. He's always talking shit in the fight. It's always entertaining fight there, you know. God, I feel like Jim Miller, you know, he's the only guy to fight at all three, 100, 200, 300. I feel like they should have given him an easier opponent, you know. They should have given him a win there, you know. I mean, that would have been a much better story for him, you know. Fights at 100, 200, 300, he gets a win, you know, and then maybe he would even retire tonight if he got the win. I don't know. I mean, maybe not, but that would have been a story there, you know. They should have given him someone not as good as Bobby Green, you know. But, oh well. Oh well. That's how it goes. They're not very... Yeah, UFC, the only person they didn't interview after the fight was Aljamain Sterling. That's disrespectful, man. That's fucking disrespectful. They didn't interview Aljo. What? Because he wrestled? Because he had a dominant wrestling performance? You don't interview the guy? Come on, man. That's just rude, dude. That's just rude. And of course, Davison Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt. This is the only bet I lost. I won all my bets except for this one. Of course, this was the biggest underdog that I bet on. But Cody Garbrandt was looking good, man. He was winning on the feet there, you know. He was much faster than Figueiredo, but then Figueiredo was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll just wrestle. Because I don't like getting punched in the face. You're beating me on the feet, so I think I'll just wrestle, you know. And Cody Garbrandt, he's a good wrestler, but I don't know, maybe his jiu-jitsu is not as good. You know, there aren't too many jiu-jitsu guys in the bantamweight there, so he probably hasn't been practicing. I don't know how he trained for this fight there, but his jiu-jitsu was definitely not that good compared to Figueiredo, you know. And Figue's got the good, you know, he's got a lot of submission wins, you know. So congratulations to Figueiredo. Yeah, Figueiredo too. I mean, he wants to fight for the belt in bantamweight, but like, there's so many guys. I mean, you know, O'Malley's the champion there. He's gonna fight Merab Dvalishvili. That's got Peter Pan Piotr in the mix. We got Corey Sandhagen in the mix there, you know. So, I don't know, dude. You're gonna have to get in line, dude. There's a line. No back. You can have back cuts. You can't have front cuts. You guys remember that when you're waiting in line for the school lunches, you know? And you're like, can I have cuts? And like, you can't have front cuts. You can have back cuts, you know? And then you're like standing behind the person that says that. And you're like, what do you mean you can have back cuts? You can't cut. That's front cuts in front of me. It's back cuts in front of you, but that's front cuts in front of me. No cuts, no butts, no coconuts, you know? And then the person would cut in line. Then you go get the proctor. And you're like, teacher, he cut in front of me. Teacher, and the teacher would be like, you can't cut, that's not nice, you gotta go to the back of the line. And then, you know, then the person just gives you a dirty look, you know, the whole time you're waiting for your lunch, for your nachos, rice, and chips. I remember my elementary school, right? We had to choose in the morning which lunch we wanted. There was 4 choices. It was like red, green, orange, and white. You could choose, right? Red was pizza, orange was called nachos, rice, and chips. Okay, the pizza was just like a fucking one of those things you put in the microwave. It's like with the bread and the cheese. And that's it, you know? It's like the cheapest fucking 99-cent pizza thing. The nachos, rice, and nachos, it was called nachos, rice, and beans. And it was just like, it was beans, it was refried beans with like some Spanish rice on top and a bag of Doritos. The bag of Doritos was called, was the nachos. And then, what else did they have? The green one would always be like the what do you call it? The garden salad. It'd be like some lunch meat and like a little bit of lettuce, but I never chose that one because like I wanted some real food. I want some goddamn lettuce, you know. And then I forget the white one. What was that? I can't remember. I never got it. I always got the pizza. Sometimes I get the nachos, rice, and chips. Anyway, those were the days at elementary school. God, that fucking shit they gave us was so bad for you. God, now that I think about it, it's like they're just giving kids junk food for lunch. My God, I had to pay for that shit. Anywho, that's it for today. Thanks for listening. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.